So as we discussed now with reference to dehydration of alcohols, in the same way, secondary and tertiary alcohols also undergo dehydration. Means the dehydration of secondary alcohols as well as tertiary alcohols will also take place, but under milder conditions. So now let us discuss what are the milder conditions at which the dehydration of secondary and tertiary alcohol takes place. Suppose when I consider a secondary alcohol, so this is the structure with relevance to a secondary alcohol. So when this respective secondary alcohol is subjected to dehydration, here 85 percentage of sulfuric acid is utilized by maintaining a temperature of 440 Kelvin. So this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. From this alpha carbon, OH gets eliminated. Now I can rewrite this CH3 as CH2 and H. So from this, one of the hydrogen gets eliminated and this double bond will shift between these two. So now I rewrite this as CH2 single bond H. Now this H gets eliminated. Now this electron will shift here, so that I can write it as CH3 CH double bond CH2, so that we get propene as an major product along with the elimination of what? Water molecule. In the same way, if I take a 3-degree alcohol or a tertiary alcohol, so this is a tertiary alcohol or a 3-degree alcohol which I have taken. So here I have rewritten CH3 as CH2 single bond H, which is nothing but CH3 only. So when a tertiary alcohol is involved in a reaction, the acid that is required is 20% of an acid which is maintained at a temperature of 358 Kelvin. Now this carbon is alpha carbon. From alpha carbon, OH gets eliminated as OH minus. Now this carbon will be the beta carbon. From beta carbon, hydrogen gets eliminated as a proton. Now this carbon has become deficient. Now there will be a shifting up of these electron between these two carbon, so that I can write it as CH3C CH3 double bond CH2. This is called as 2-methyl, because first carbon, second carbon, for second carbon methyl attachment, this is called as 2-methyl propene along with the formation of what? Water molecule. So this is the method how an secondary alcohol as well as an tertiary alcohol will undergo dehydration reaction. And one should clearly know that the dehydration of alcohols, this is very important, that has to be known for your competitive exams. So when it comes to dehydration of alcohols, this respective dehydration of alcohols takes place according to a rule called as Stejov's rule. So it takes place according to Stejov's rule. So here you have already studied this Stejov's rule in PUC first year, where we know that when dehydrohalogenation takes place in more than one way, the preferred alkene is one which is highly alkylated. This rule is known as Stejov's rule. And even the dehydration of alcohols also readily takes place according to a rule called as Stejov's rule. So after knowing all this, let us discuss the concept with relevance to oxidation. So here one should know that what happens when an alcohol is subjected to oxidation. So first let us discuss with primary alcohols. When primary alcohols is subjected to oxidation by using a strong oxidizing agents like KMNO4. So KMNO4 is a strongest oxidizing agent. When I use strong oxidizing agents like KMNO4, it gives carboxylic acid as the major product. Now let us study how these reactions can be analyzed. So I'll write a primary alcohol, that is RCH2OH. This is subjected to oxidation in the presence of KMNO4, which is the strongest oxidizing agent in its acidic medium, that is KMNO4 in the presence of H2SO4. So initially it gives rise to what? It gives rise to aldehyde. So this aldehyde is again further subjected to oxidation, which gives rise to carboxylic acid. Means what? So alcohol, first upon oxidation of primary alcohol in the presence of acidified KMnO4, it gives aldehyde intermediate. So this aldehyde intermediate further oxidation gives rise to carboxylic acid. Suppose if I discuss a particular example for this, that is CH3CH2OH, which is nothing but ethyl alcohol. When this ethyl alcohol is subjected to oxidation in the presence of acidified KMnO4 solution, it gives rise to CH3CHO, which is nothing but acetaldehyde. So this acetaldehyde upon further oxidation gives rise to acetic acid. So this is the method how an primary alcohol is converted into carboxylic acid by using a strongest oxidizing agent. Suppose if the same primary alcohol is oxidized to aldehydes. So here further tells that the same primary alcohol is oxidized. The same primary alcohol is oxidized to aldehyde by using an oxidizing agent like chromium 6 oxide, that is nothing but CrO3. Why it is called as chromium 6 oxide means the oxidation state of chromium will be 6, hence it is called as chromium 6 oxide. So when I take a primary alcohol, that is RCH2OH, when it is subjected to oxidation in the presence of chromium 6 oxide, it gives rise to aldehyde along with the formation of what? Formation of water molecule. So here one should know that primary alcohol can be stopped up to aldehyde condition by using a mild oxidizing agent like chromium 6 oxide. In the same way, oxidation of, so this is one important note. In the same way, oxidation of primary alcohols to aldehyde can be done by using an oxidizing agent like PCC. PCC means it is pyridinium chlorochromate. Pyridinium chlorochromate means pyridinium chlorochromate, as well as there is one more oxidizing agent called as PDC. PDC means pyridinium dichlorochromate. So pyridinium chlorochromate as well as pyridinium dichlorochromate can also convert primary alcohols to aldehyde. Now a question arises, what is the formula for PCC and PDC? So note down, PCC is given by the formula CrO3 C2H5NHCl. So this is known as pyridinium chlorochromate. Means this is pyridinium chlorochromate formula. Sorry, it is C5H5 because it is pyridine. Pyridine is nothing but what? An heterocyclic compound. This is the formula for pyridinium chlorochromate. Suppose if they ask the formula for PDC, pyridinium dichlorochromate, it is given by the formula C5H5NH2. C5H5NH2 means combining nitrogen and hydrogen, it is twice. Okay, C5H5NH2 with an charge of +2 along with Cr2O7 -2. This is known as pyridinium dichlorochromate. So here for NH it is completely together twice. This is the formula for PDC, pyridinium dichlorochromate. So after knowing everything related to primary alcohols, let us discuss the oxidation with relevance to secondary alcohols. So when an secondary alcohol is subjected to oxidation, first these secondary alcohols upon oxidation will give ketones. So these ketones upon further oxidation will give rise to carboxylic acids. Means 2 moles of carboxylic acids will be obtained during the course of a chemical reaction when an secondary alcohol is subjected to oxidation. So, how to understand this chemical reaction? Let us discuss. So, now let us take an secondary alcohol. This is R dash, CH, OH. It is an secondary alcohol. So, when this secondary alcohol is subjected to oxidation by using a strong oxidizing agent like KMnO4, already we know that the secondary alcohols can readily give what? It can readily give ketones. So this ketone will be the intermediate. When this particular ketone is again made to react with a strong oxidizing agent like KMnO4, we get 2 moles of carboxylic acid, that is RCOOH as well as R dash COOH. So if I discuss the same chemical reaction by using a particular example, that is CH3 CH with one more CH3 with OH. This is nothing but what? It is 2-propanol. So when this 2-propanol is subjected to oxidation by using KMnO4, we get acetone as the intermediate. So this is acetone. Further, this acetone is again subjected to oxidation by using KMnO4 solution, so that here we get CH3COOH, which is nothing but acetic acid. So along with this acetic acid, we are going to get formic acid. So acetic acid and formic acid are the two major carboxylic acids which are obtained when acetone is subjected to oxidation. So now a question comes, how this 2 moles of carboxylic acid is obtained. So here 1 CH3 along with CO, when it is subjected to oxidation, one of the hydrogen gets abstracted from this CH3, so that when oxygen is added, it becomes CH3COOH. This will be left out with only 2 hydrogens. So these 2 hydrogens along with 1 carbon takes away oxygen to form an acid called as what? Formic acid. So one is formic acid, the other one is acetic acid, that is obtained during the course of oxidation of a secondary alcohol. Similarly,